This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope that Onegad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the area. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what happened here. Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. The tents are lacerated by what looks like claws. And there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts? Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and animals were amongst the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of the presence of Constantine or Katasak. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks. This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the area and taken this path followed by their assailants. This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinolminari. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. But there are bodies. And without a doubt, there was fighting here. Search the place. More tracks. Footprints. The ones who got away fled this way. Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against? Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames. No signs of an explosion. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions. New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only corpses of our own men. Where could these other soldiers have come from? More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them? There are footprints. Only a handful made it up here. The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Katasak. These vials look familiar. Katasak used the very same to stock his potions. He came all the way here. I'm going to pick them up. These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. But what could have happened here? I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine. What have you gotten yourself into again? I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge be in some way linked to this attack? That makes no sense. Very well. Let something. Constantine and Katazak definitely an attack, obvious. And then there are these traces.
You cannot suspect my people are...
Unless he himself.
How could you even think something?
Perhaps he only did it with Constantine captive. He can now apply. In all truth, I have, regardless of who is guilty. Perhaps we could return to Wenshavia. Katazak may have returned there. We're also going to have to. Their soldiers participated in the combat.
And you think that they would have taken... But if you suspect them to have participated in the I know the captain of a pessimistic man who would never order an attack without being...
Perhaps. Unless he was simply a... However, one way or... Let us be on our way.
Colonials?
Desarde.
A legate? Pardon my dismay. Captain Idris. What can I do for you?
I am looking for
The governor?
My cousin was part of his men and his camp were, but we found no trace. Wounded and holding.
Have you cast your We've had neither reinforcements. I wouldn't risk the few lives. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin. The region is dangerous.
You do know that we found
How could you be sure?
one of them was carrying.
And they are dead.
Explain yourself, Captain.
They were monitoring the zone. We have lost 2 yesterday.
And you didn't go and you hear screams.
So the last of my men, you can think of me as a...
Why do I have the feeling?
Captain, my name... I passed by this out...
The lost expert.
Her Excellency was able to...
Her Excellency has...
I'm casting no stones at you. You have the feeling that the powerful... But a life hangs...
A survivor.
He wasn't able to say it. Our nurse sits with him. His wounds are...
I am sorry to hear that.
Go and see the nurse. I can't take it anymore. Anything else?
Concerning the young...
Did you see them?
Not yet.
Really? This boy will... Anything else?
I need to be going.
I would very...
What are you doing there?
I know.
That is very kind.
What are you saying?
No, but I've been asking the cat. I no longer. And now that we have a wound.
Do you know what type?
Yes, at least I think so.
I see. Give...
Were you able to...
Yes, I will.
Give it to me.
Will he make it?
I hope so.
And if he survives?
Come back tomorrow at...
Very well.
See you soon.
Good day, Captain.
Excellency.
Concerning the...
Did you see them?
Yes.
Thank you. Anything else?
I need to be going.
I would very...
Siora, what do you...
I'm only here to...
I came to give up. I know. Iselt. No. Singing in this place.
What do you mean?
You think intruders would risk coming here?
There. Kenlands. This is not their natural habitat at all. We cannot leave them here, so close to the burial mound. Karants, do you need some?
I must leave you.
Area. You never see any around here. They must have nested in the shadow of the burial mound.
In that case, we have no choice but to destroy their nests. Otherwise, they'll just keep coming back.
You are right. I cannot let them go so close to my mother's remains. No magic! Think of it! Will no longer trouble the peace of our queen. All we have to do now is to take care of the ceremony.
Is there anything else to prepare? Where can we find...
It would be ideal if we could craft... And I will also need some more... I will give you a list of all the ingredients. Once we have gathered these last items, I thank...
Don't mention it.
We have all that we need. Here we are. It is on this stone altar that we will place the body of my... We must place a sense, and then you will have... Your presence by my side means a lot. This is how our... It is on this stone altar. We must place a censer where her... And then you will... Your presence by... This is how... There. Everything is in place. Thanks again. My sister should be... Oh, these rituals... You have been a true... Thank you.
It's only natural, Seal.
We should go now.
I've heard stories. It's unusual. It seems mighty. How can I help?
Katasak has
What? But
I don't know exactly what happened, but he took my... Their escort was attacked.
And you believe that your heart must beat in shadow to believe that...
Wait. Perhaps they were wounded. We must find them at all costs.
Forgive me, Doneged.
There may be a way. I found these vials of...
They could very well. No. They are... I do not know this smell. Another Doneged must be implicated. Who would attack the water that heals?
Yes. I sense...
When you have discovered...
Could you tell me more?
That he is very... ours, I hope.
I have to go.
Quite a way lives.
Hello, soldier.
Better.
Could you tell me...
We were posted up on the peak, and we heard sounds of men were screaming. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an island.
Constantin Katasak.
Dozens of wild animals.
Flames?
I don't know. I didn't see it. But I thought I saw another islander. There was practically no one left. I came to when I heard voices. I thought to myself, I dragged myself here.
I'm going to have to go and...
You shouldn't do that.
That's enough.
Yes. I'll have a word with...
Excellency, thank you.
Please.
Did you learn what you need?
Yes. He and his company, my cousin's escort, were a strange sorcerer
One of those rebel savages. They must have learned at an important...
Don't apologize.
Like you freed the... Thank you again.
I need to be going.
I would...
Hello.
Renaigse.
To speak to you about a soldier from the nearby out...
You dare let me throw him out? May they...
I know that you see us as your enemy. I only seek to... as well as the man who was protecting...
No donea exra.
If you didn't attack... I was told that perhaps your men were there to...
We do not have your cause. As for Katasach, that night we went to see the last breath of and many of the Renaig. We carried the body of the Doneg.
He gave his life to... This request might...
Why?
Examine him. We were told that an island...
No donea exregal would attack.
That is the very reason I need...
You may see him.
Katazak. Seeing the state of his body, I hate myself for having suspected him. Forgive me, Donegad, to have doubted your loyalty. And even more for what we are about to do. Now then. Let's see what story this corpse has to tell. The corpse retains the marks of a bludgeoning. I can see no wound. The main wound is found to the extent that the edges of the wound, there is a powdery spot on Katazak bore the brunt. I can only imagine one. It's as if an enormous... And seeing as how the body... We can deduce that we are tracking a man.
I can't imagine that they might attack careless hand. The power to call volcano fire.
We still don't really know who is... Judging by the severity...
All your experiments. You've learned...
We had to at least try.
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives. Guardian and Doneg. There is a ritual that might...
The Anatal...
It is a magical rite. It allows the Donega...
That would allow us to...
If what I have heard is true, yes.
Let's ask her for her help, then.
You are quick to ask another. Imagine the pain of the wound. This is what you must ask of the team. When her companion was lost since that day...
That would explain her distrust.
You must make her see your purpose.
Hello, Mev.
Renoixe,
I've come to ask for your...
my help.
My cousin has been taken.
Truly.
By performing the
Katazak is dead. He was a good man.
He went with my cousin. My cousin has disappeared. We examined him and it...
Fire of the earth. But none of our own.
This is why we need your... We want to understand...
And you will avenge the dead. Very well, Renoixe. Our island, Whale, the Anatalas Fair, you will need to act as my Voglendaig.
What do you require?
A potion. And do not forget, the viscera of the scavengers must be taken from a place because they contain... As for the personal object of Katas...
He didn't have a weapon when I found...
Where can I find
In
him?
Duren's camp.
Very well. Not then we can perform.
In that case, let's go together.
Very well.
recognize this weapon. It's Katasak's, I'm certain. It must have been broken during the battle. Let's take it back to Mev.
Were you able to find the
Yes.
This is good. The moon is hot. Katasar, we have come to learn the truth of your death. Ato al confrangawi brandi, olehana memen adestame haman. Baravridenan tahanemo quade grenfen, linqui damda renaute da hodox. Lemat, de tahawan kloisam, de talugedon velam, de taragam buledam, de tatamenam reloidan, adota lamen contebedam en antelam verfractangom.
Katasak, help me, please. Show no fear. I do not think he means you any harm.
What is this? This monster? Why is it attacking us?
I don't know. I don't understand. It is as if it seeks you out. It wants you.
You never show
should have done that, Katasach. To save one Renaikse, you put us all in great peril. His spirit is different. He receives badly. You have woven the bond of the Deathbringer.
What is happening to you? Get a hold of yourself. Come on.
I cannot believe it. He has returned.
Who has?
Finbar. The High King. We thought he was dead. He disappeared months ago.
Is he the attacker? And what of Constantine? Have you seen a young, blonde-haired man? He was sickly.
Yes. The golden-haired was there. And he was afraid. Katasach protected him before he was killed by Finbar. Leave me now. I am very tired.
How are you feeling?
Better.
If I want to have any hope of finding... I will need to return to his sanctuary in the north of the...
You know where he...
Yes, but I wasn't...
Vindar is a He has access to knowledge. His secrets must be well kept.
Yes. I must find... Thank you, Mev.
Do not thank me. In order to satisfy my... All that remains for me to...
Farewell, Mev.
And so you have left the cavern, Renaikse. And here you are again.
I have no idea why you suddenly decided to I must know. Now, more than ever, we must find...
Vinbar would not have killed Katasach.
I have no... The Tiana Hakadactus from...
No. You are the one... I should never have left... 8 more!
King Vinbar! Why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad.
Take it! You are too blind, too Renaigse to understand.
Leave him! That's enough! Free him!
I cannot. O source of life!
Free him! Oh, damn it!
Died with him. Your cousin is probably freed from his stone prison.
You're right. Let's go see him. Constantine, wake up, please. I beg you. Hang on. We are bringing you home to get you healed. Three days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep. The affairs of state can certainly wait another day.
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me
with no fear. I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, fair cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the 4th time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I would not go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power, but Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. I was excited about it, and we went to the ancient site, and all of a sudden, alas, we had very little time. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through.
Indeed. One... It seems that Vimbar was targeted.
I was still very weak, and most of the time it seemed that he was speaking, but there was no one other than us, cousin.
Do you have any idea why...
No, he spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return. But aren't you happy that he let me leave?
Don't speak foolishly. Of course. I just want to... Tell me more about this...
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practiced...
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. So he visited this infamous site. What ceremony? A gigantic beast came and started circling around me. Like a wave came through me, as if the... And now I'm Onol Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its mark. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide...
Oh no. Do not tell me.
And yes, only the High King. I have no choice but to return to see him. Constantine. Are you liking your...
Honestly? I received delegations from most of them I would love. I have so...
You told me that during the...
It's true. And it was I could see everything.
Do you still feel that?
Yes. But in a more... The first time, it was...
The first?
The first time it happened.
I must take my leave.
Take care. And...
Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, Garants of Katasak.
Alas, your High King, he was taken by... He went away into the mountains. Nothing I could say.
Are you telling me, Ker Tonsidag?
I am sorry. But your High King did not leave me the choice. He was becoming a guardian. Another.
I believe you. You have sufficient... Why would Vinbar have done...
You know that I wished to see Enon Milth. I would not have caused his death for...
We will celebrate his blood in it. But in spite of our mourning, the children of Tiafradi, I will notify the man.
Who has a chance of...
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. And there is also Ulan.
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan.
I suppose.
Who will win the vote?
I don't. It is if black...
Is there...
Do not. But you should. Can I do?
What can you tell me?
That the he is...
I must leave.
Qua awelem.
What do you seek?
I am the bearer of...
Dead. But he was plunged in...
Glendan told me that you would...
That's true. If blood need it, since she's no longer with us, drive away the Renaigse.
Will you drive us away?
We will drive away the Renaigse.
I see. To allow me to meet. Only he can help.
Why should you be preoccupied?
I have my own. But you should know this is...
You have helped my people. Once I am the High Queen.
You seem certain.
Those who covet victory. The old kings wore a legendary crown. Whoever were to retrieve...
And you know where...
I believe it is located in the... I do not know exactly. And that the entrance... Do not worry.
If I want to be certain of the outcome of this vote...
Anything more?
I need to be going.
What will I say?
Now we've earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet Anon Nilfrichteman?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant. But the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not...
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I am the bearer of bad...
Ande Vostire, we haven't seen him.
Glendan told me that you would...
I am not looking for power, and I fear the Renaise brought chaos with... We cannot change. The wound is there. So if you're worried about we must find balance. But for this, we must...
I would like to meet Anon Nilfrichteman. If you were elected...
You are a Karants of our clan. I would be glad to help you, but you should know that my election is far from set.
Would there be a way to...
I do not like the High Kings of old. The one who... If someone...
And where can I hope...
In the burial, and at its entrance, it is a deeply holy place. If you do decide to go there...
what do I owe the pleasure?
I regret to inform you that
And divorced, dear. But why have you come to know?
Glendon has informed...
It is, I understand. I seek only to bring peace by creating an alliance with...
There is something I would like to ask. I would be thankful...
Of course. If you really want to make sure that I...
What is that?
It may only... The first...
And where is the first?
Somewhere not far. The entrance, the path. But beware. Anything else?
What do you think of people?
Many of our... But I would not. It is thanks to the lions have the Lugaid Blau. Your...
Lugaid Blau?
It means...
They are called...
The man I wish... Anything else?
Nothing.
What are you doing there? Here lie those who fell facing the first invaders. And you dare enter and scatter their bones.
I did not come here with the intention of defiling this place.
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King, hoping to choose the one who will lead us.
Isn't that what you were looking for as well?
Yes, but I am not a Renaigse. I wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking something that will make it a certainty. And so, do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise or cowardly to come and get it themselves? Or will you give me the crown?
Deirdre is a great warrior. If she reigns, she will unite all of the clans. And with the blessing of Enon Milfrichtem, the people of your island will be chased away from here. Think long on this. If you leave her the crown, she will become the High Queen. You will not be able to change your mind.
If I give you the crown, you shall be named High Queen.
You have already shown to all Kefradi does not want to welcome your people. They toy with us. I will unite my people. They will go and pick.
You want the crown so you can more...
If you give it to me, you will become... And also, you are Onol Manawi. You are...
I have come here looking for... I must meet Enon.
Are you sure that... Very well. It is a if you give me the crown, you may speak to Enon.
Sorry, Deirdre. I believe...
Someone more easily manipulated. Too bad. I have come to take... Enough! I accept my defeat. Take this crown. I am not worthy to wear it, so it seems.
Indeed. So it seems. We will meet again at Dorhad Genador. Until then, Deirdre,